Hey everyone, welcome to week 7. I'm in a coffee shop, so if the sound feels a little weird, sorry about that. Alright, so we'll keep it really brief. If you go into your intro, just as usual, I'm giving you a brief overview of everything that's going on. This week you're watching a TED Talk from Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. She's a novelist, really great. If you like this video, I'd recommend you check out her stuff. So she has this video called We Should All Be Feminists. And I know that as soon as I say that word, that everyone's kind of like on guard, but just watch. So I think a lot of what she does with this video is that she takes the connotations that many people have with that word and identity and kind of challenges it and presents an idea for how she sees the world of feminism and what it is. So keep that in mind. And once again, we're analyzing these controversial ideas so you can think about them, you can develop unique ideas and communicate them effectively. That's our whole goal here. And that's what I want you to do. So it's about a 20-minute TED Talk. It's enjoyable. You'll like watching it, even if you wind up disagreeing, which, once again, you can present those ideas in the writing as well. Just like last week, I want to encourage everyone to make sure that you're being as respectful as possible. Make sure that you're addressing ideas and not attacking people, right? It's okay to disagree. That's the spice of life. You just want to make sure that you're doing it in a respectful way by addressing their ideas and confronting them with your own ideas as well as outside sources if you're getting a little extra with it, a little spicy with it. There's also another resource called Gender Identity by Kristen Rogers that'll give you some more context into the way that gender and sex are being discussed. So oftentimes when we speak about these things, we conflate gender and sex as the same thing. And so what this article does is it helps us understand how these things are being discussed academically. So when you hear an academic or people who are well-versed in the world of the academia of sex and gender, they separate these things. So sex is going to be more of an aspect of our biology, while gender is an expression of masculinity and femininity. And that's reducing it down really, really far. But if these are kind of new ideas for you, make sure you read that, and that'll kind of help you understand it. And it gives us language not just to understand things like Adichie's talk, but also to discuss it with our peers. So that's what's going on this week. And if you look at your here's the text right here. So there's your talk, there's Chimamanda, there's the article by Kristen Rogers, and here is your discussion board post, right? So essentially you're going to be addressing what her argument is and giving me examples of how she makes that argument from direct quotes that she's using. So some of you are still getting points off because you're not using direct quotes. Now, once again, you don't have to follow the template perfectly. You don't have to do that. But it is going to help you kind of address those issues perfectly, or not perfectly, but in a way that responds to the questions that you're supposed to be responding to. And don't feel like you're restricted to just these boxes, too. Sometimes you need to expand upon these ideas and give me context. So sometimes some of you are just giving me blank quotes, which means that I'm not getting context. I don't know what the story was where this quote was being said, or who said it, or why they said it. Sometimes you need to give me a little bit of context there. I should know the situation, the rhetorical situation in which that person is making that quote. So always feel free to add on to these templates. These templates are just here for you to kind of build those muscles for effective writing, and that's why we do them. But always, always, always feel free to expand. And I got a couple questions last week just about students that felt a little bit concerned that they weren't giving the correct answer. And I just want to assure you that there is not a correct answer. There's not a right and wrong way to think about these discussion board posts. As long as you are thinking critically, that you're proving to me that you are engaging with the text, that you're thinking through them, you're supporting your own answer with the text, as well as your own experiences and outside sources, you're doing just fine. Don't worry about what conclusion you come to. Just worry that your conclusion is valid by your own experiences, by the text, by outside sources, all of that working together. So I just want to reiterate, in terms of the writing aspect, when we're working on all this critical thinking, which is honestly the hardest part of class sometimes, it's not really what you think, but how you are thinking. So that's what we're evaluating, and that's what I want to see, that you're thinking through these things well. And one more note before I leave you. I've gotten the essays. I'm working through them. Keep in mind that I've got lots and lots of students that I teach lots and lots of classes, and so to give meaningful feedback on those, the comments that you see next to your essays, it takes me a while to get through them. And I know I know that can be frustrating, but please just bear with me. I'm moving through them as quickly as possible, and hopefully you'll get those back really, really soon. My plan is to have everything done this week. Some of you have already gotten a grade back, so just make sure you're looking for it, looking at the comments to know how to improve. Always feel free to discuss with me in Google Hangouts, or if you want to set up a meeting with me in my office, however you want to do it, I'm more than happy to discuss your essays. All right, y'all are awesome. Please do not hesitate to reach out for any help, which y'all have been doing. So I really appreciate it. Make sure that you're paying attention to the dates that you're seeing in your Canvas and not the ones that you're seeing on mine. And hopefully I will hear from you all soon.